Well, if you're here, you must be waiting for a new Lucia Capital Group Weekly video. So let's do one. If you've ever read anything about taking withdrawals from your portfolio or retirement, you probably came across something called the 4% rule. This idea, which came from a few studies done more than 25 years ago, says you should aim to take no more than about 4% of your portfolio's starting value as an annual withdrawal, adjusted annually for inflation, if you want to potentially make it last for at least 30 years. The idea is still around today, although it's gone through a few different iterations over the years. In some cases, with interest rates as low as they are today, some pundits have recently decreased it to somewhere around 2 to 3%. Imagine that. If you have $1 million portfolio, you can only take around $20,000 to $30,000 per year plus inflation, if you want that money to last for 30 years. But here's something you need to know. This 4% rule isn't really a rule. It's more of a guideline or a base number to start. And because rules and guidelines are sometimes meant to be broken, in certain instances you may be able to take more, maybe even a lot more, than 2 or 3%. Let's see how this can happen using a hypothetical example. We'll take a single individual who wants to retire at age 64. She has a $750,000 portfolio saved up and needs $5,000 per month income to live. If she took her Social Security at 64, she'd get around $2,300 per month in our made-up example. That leaves $2,700 per month shortfall, which she would have to take from her portfolio, or about a 4.4% distribution rate on that $750,000. It's not too bad and maybe workable. But what if this individual expects to live a long time? In that case, it may be better if she waits until age 70 to take her Social Security, allowing her benefit to grow to maybe $3,500 per month. So at that point, she would need a lot less from her portfolio, just $1,500 per month. But in the meantime, for the next 6 years, she needs to take a $5,000 monthly gross withdrawal and perhaps an annual inflation adjustment as well, which is an 8% distribution from her $750,000 portfolio. You might be thinking that 8% is unsustainable. And you're right, it is unsustainable over a long period of time. But the woman in our example is only taking it for the next 6 years until her Social Security benefit kicks in at age 70. After that, her distribution rate could go down dramatically because Social Security should be providing well over half of her income needs. What this allows our hypothetical individual to do is take a higher distribution rate for now, for a short amount of time, in exchange for what may be a much lower distribution rate and higher Social Security benefit for the rest of her life. And you'll notice that in this scenario, we've ignored the 4% rule and are taking a lot more in the beginning, at least for the first 6 years of retirement. Of course, in order for this to work, this person's assumed longevity would have to become a reality. Obviously, if she postpones Social Security until age 70 and uses up extra money in her portfolio to buy her the extra time she needs, and then unexpectedly dies at age 71 or 72, she made the wrong choice. Now, in that scenario, her cumulative Social Security payments would be a lot less, and her heirs would lose out on the money she used from the portfolio for income. But if she does make it to age 71, the Social Security Administration calculates her life expectancy at right around age 87, in which case it was a very good decision. Her cumulative Social Security benefit starting at age 70 would be over $100,000 more than the cumulative benefit she would have received if she started at age 64. But this example demonstrates in real terms why you sometimes need to ignore what passes for common wisdom and just focus on your goals instead. We as financial advisors at Lucia Capital Group do this for our clients every single day. How can we help you? Just give us a call.